This was the last text she got from Ashley's phone, but she's not sure it was actually Ashley who responded.
That same day around 4 p.m., her location stopped sharing with me.
The last location Ashley shared with her sister was here, at her ex-boyfriend DeAndre Booker's home.
Tonight, investigators showed up in force at her ex-boyfriend's house.
That was likely blood evidence that they found in the ex-boyfriend's apartment as well as in that dumpster. You don't haul away a dumpster unless there's something there.
He threw my daughter in the garbage like trash.
For days, crews combed through a Macomb County landfill hoping to find some trace of her.
I have to keep going. I have to keep searching. I'm a mother, and I have to do this. I just can't sit there and just wait.
Dozens of officers have spent the day at the top of a landfill in Lenox Township searching for any trace of missing mom Ashley Elkins.
Her phone's on now, but her location is off. I'm really worried. I just want to know she's okay. I just need help finding her. I just feel like I'm not having enough help. I can't cry no more. I don't know how to feel. I'll never be the same no more. I lost so many people.
Think about it. What could drive someone to discard a life like trash?
He threw her away like trash. He threw her away like trash, like she was nobody. Oh my God. She was nothing. Like she was nobody. That hurts me the most,
Ashley Elkins, a vibrant mother of two, known for her dedication to her children and her thriving business, vanished without a trace.
Her family says it doesn't make any sense that she would just vanish and leave behind her two young sons.
It all began with a message, a simple, disorienting text. "Oh man," a phrase that, in a way, should have never been sent.
So I texted her. She said, "Oh man." And I said, "Oh man," to myself, it just didn't seem right.
It was the last communication from Ashley Elkins, a vibrant woman with a dream that she was building for herself and her children. Just hours after that text, Ashley vanished. What began as a seemingly normal day in Warren, Michigan, spiraled into a chilling mystery. Her mother's gut told her something was wrong.
We just knew something was wrong because she wasn't answering her phone.
But how wrong could it really be? What happened in those final moments, and who would throw a life away like this? I'm a journalist, and I follow stories like this for a living. But the more I dug into this one, I realized that there were layers to this story that no one was paying attention to. The psychological battle between a woman and her controlling ex-boyfriend, and how that twisted into a horrifying crime.
Detectives in the city of Warren, where she lives, are leading this investigation, but police in Roseville have also been looped into this case.
DeAndre Booker wasn't the man he appeared to be. And as I followed this case, something became clear. The pieces of the puzzle didn't fit together the way they should have. She was a 30-year-old hairstylist who had built something for herself. In a community like Warren, Michigan, a career like hers was no small feat.
I like to eat, heat, 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 heat.
Ashley operated a thriving home-based salon where she balanced the demands of entrepreneurship with raising her two young sons. But she was not just a businesswoman. She was the kind of person who radiated joy. Her laughter was the spark in her family's life. Her career, her ambitions, her ability to create something for herself and her children, those were the things that stood out to me as I went through the details. But things weren't always so perfect. Like many women, she had her struggles. Relationships that didn't pan out. But none of them was more troubling than her relationship with DeAndre Booker. He was once someone who seemed like a good match for Ashley. At least, that's what everyone thought.
I thought that he was a nice guy. I thought he would possibly marry my daughter. He was good to her sons. Well-dressed, well-mannerable, called me Mama Love, and he was there for everything.
I thought he was a very nice guy. He made my sister happy. They went out on a lot of different dates. They went to Chicago one weekend, and I know he was good with the kids. And he even came to my birthday in Texas last year.
They met, like so many couples do, through mutual connections.
Ashley met DeAndre through a mutual friend.
He was charming at first, someone who seemed to be a good fit for Ashley and her children. But as time went on, his behavior began to change. DeAndre's possessiveness grew. He began spying on Ashley, showing up at her house under the guise of being a client, even after they'd broken up.
He booked an appointment on her website, and I was in her room laying down, and she came in and she showed me her phone. And I mean, we were kind of just laughing about it. Like, why would he book an appointment on your website? And then we heard a knock at the door later that day at the front door, and she said, oh, it's him.
He acted like he was a client, and he made an appointment with her. She was expecting that client, it was him. And they were in the house quiet. She told him to be quiet. He knocked on the front door and the side door, and he left. And he hears 2 days later, she's gone.
He'd go through her phone, monitor her social media, and harass her, controlling every inch of her personal space. As I started piecing things together, I couldn't help but wonder, how did it come to this? It was hard to imagine that someone so full of life could so suddenly vanish into thin air. But on January 2nd, 2025, she did. Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions.
This is a story we've been following all week long. Ashley Elkins, last seen on January 2nd.
Around 8:30 a.m., Ashley stepped out of her house to run errands. She was headed to a beauty supply store, a routine trip for the woman who ran her salon from home.
And when she left home to run errands,
she may have driven herself to a meeting point. This could explain why her car was found a few miles from his apartment rather than at her home.
The details of her departure seemed so normal at the time. Her family had no reason to think anything was amiss. That was until her mother, Monica, arrived at the house 10 minutes later and tried to reach her. Monica had a strange, unsettling dream the night before. A premonition about Ashley's car being stolen.
I had a dream about her car being stolen, and it was in a field by a tree. You know, her door was open, which was weird. So I texted her. She said, oh, man. And I said, oh, man. You know, to myself, it just didn't seem right. So I said, well, let me FaceTime her. She didn't answer.
But she's not sure it was actually Ashley who responded, Monica replying with a mother's plea to be safe.
And that same day around 4 p.m., her location stopped sharing with me.
The last location Ashley shared with her sister was here at her ex-boyfriend DeAndre Booker's home.
So now we're calling. Everyone's calling her phone. Back to back, leaving messages.
And just like that, the clock began ticking on an investigation that would soon unravel dark secrets. Monica's instincts pushed her into action, and the search for Ashley began. Her car was found abandoned not far from DeAndre Booker's apartment in Roseville.
Investigators also found Ashley's missing car on 13 Mile Road and Little Mac Avenue. That's about 4 miles from the apartments here.
You know, the vehicle where it was parked had been there for numerous days.
It wasn't just the location that raised suspicion. It was the evidence that would emerge next. Investigators soon unearthed disturbing details. There was blood in DeAndre's apartment, and more evidence was found in a dumpster near the complex.
While executing that search warrant to the apartments here, they found significant evidence. Police officers searching the man's Hampton Court apartments Tuesday and hauling away a dumpster outside the apartments. Investigators telling Ashley's family they found significant evidence, the family believing possibly blood evidence inside the ex-boyfriend's apartment, leading officials to believe she had been murdered.
There was blood recovered from the apartment. It was analyzed by the State Police Crime Lab, and it wasn't matched to Ashley.
The chilling thought that Ashley might have met her end in that very apartment began to take shape. What had started as an unfortunate breakup, one where Ashley had broken ties with DeAndre in September, had escalated into something much more sinister. Ashley's family had noticed the warning signs long before she disappeared.
We've said in the past that they had broken up back in September.
He was controlling, jealous, and possessive. There were reports of him spying on Ashley, using fake social media profiles to keep track of her every move. It seemed like something was snapping inside him. And it wasn't just about a breakup. It was about control, about power, and perhaps something even more terrifying. As Ashley left her home, the timeline suggests that DeAndre Booker was already waiting. He knew her routine. He knew when she would leave and when she would return. It's clear now that her disappearance wasn't a spontaneous act. The evidence of premeditation is staggering. The text that came from Ashley's phone, was it her or was it him? The signs pointed towards someone else taking control of her phone. Her car was found near DeAndre's apartment, and that's when the police began to zero in on him. But it wasn't just the car. There was the dumpster, the blood, the fact that DeAndre had been searching for how to delete Google history and how to beat a polygraph.
Other searches talking about how to disappear completely, how to beat a polygraph, things of that nature.
We know that he had ordered or bought cleaning agents like bleach, bags, gloves, that he had ordered these things on utilizing his phone.
Then came the search at the landfill. Investigators were certain that if they could find Ashley, it would be buried beneath the mountains of garbage in Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township.
Law enforcement and volunteers working tirelessly in freezing temperatures.
Trash is very dense, it's compacted, so pushing it is very difficult, and walking on it once the bulldozers go over it's very hard. So most of the officers have been here all 3 days, and most of those will be back tomorrow. So obviously they're getting beat up and tired.
Crews have spent conducting a grid search on Pine Tree Acres landfill in freezing cold temperatures.
There's not a huge update, but the family they make it clear that it will take everyone doing their part to find Ashley.
I have to keep going. I have to keep searching. I'm a mother, and I have to do this. I just can't sit there and just wait.
It's unimaginable, really. Searching through tons of waste in freezing conditions, everything had to be meticulously planned. But what happened next was both heartbreaking and frustrating. They found nothing.
For days, crews combed through a Macomb County landfill hoping to find some trace of her, to no avail.
The body of Ashley Elkins was not recovered. But what about all the evidence? What does it tell us? And what does it mean for DeAndre Booker? As I looked through the evidence, digital, physical, and behavioral, I couldn't help but feel the weight of what had happened. We know that DeAndre had a criminal past, a history of trouble with the law, from desertion in the army to charges involving fake IDs. But this crime, it felt personal.
I found out that he was in the army. He did tell her that, and I asked her, did she ever see him with, a picture with her? She said she saw, but didn't know about AWOL. A cousin had said they didn't know. So he was in the army, and then all of a sudden he was home.
It felt like DeAndre was determined to make Ashley his, no matter the cost. Now, he's been charged with lying to the police.
The matter being investigated does involve a missing person, which is a very serious matter. And the court takes very seriously that the allegations being made are that the defendant is lying to a police officer regarding material facts about a missing person at this time. That gives the court great concern about the risk of harm to the public and the likelihood that the defendant will make sure that he appears in court for both this matter and any potential further charges.
It seems like a minor charge, but prosecutors are building their case, connecting dots between DeAndre's lies and his disturbing actions after Ashley's disappearance. The case is far from over. There's so much left to uncover. DeAndre's trial is just beginning, and there's still hope that the truth will come to light. The evidence continues to pile up against him. It's hard to imagine how anyone could argue that he's innocent. The phone pings, the blood evidence, the dumpster. This isn't just circumstantial, but one thing remains certain. Ashley's story is far from forgotten. Her family fights for justice, and they won't stop until they have answers. The search for her body might not have ended with a resolution, but the search for justice will continue. Her name will be remembered forever.
We want to be able to bury her like a human deserves to be laid to rest. And it's hard for me to come to terms with it. I know it's hard for her youngest son to come to terms with it because we're constantly asking ourselves, where is she?
If you're out there listening and you know something, anything about a case like this, don't stay silent. Don't let fear keep you from speaking up. The truth has a way of coming to light, but only if people are willing to do the right thing. Keep an eye on the ongoing trial, because every step brings us closer to justice. For Ashley, for her children, and for all those affected by this horrific crime. Let's make sure she's not forgotten. I hope these stories help you recognize warning signs and encourage you to seek help or offer support before it's too late.
Last time I told her 906, I texted her. She was here with the kids. She left. Anaya talked to her. She was on her way back. Told her she was going to the beauty supply. Never came back. Phone. was dead, used his phone dead, she could get a charger or whatever. If I call and text and get mad and act crazy or whatever, she calls back. Once the phone's back on, phone been on for a long time, for hours now. Keep ringing. Her location is off. It's not like her. I don't care what nobody say, it ain't like her. And then please don't tell me it's 99% chance that she probably just like the hell with y'all and whatever. I said she don't do it. She had 2 boys that she loved to death. And she never want her mama worry. Never. I flip on her kids. I talk to them, they don't answer the phone. She'll be flipping, tripping, all that. And they'll come out, hey, Ma, give me a minute. Give me that. My phone was dead. She ain't calling back at all. And her phone is ringing. Location off now. Y'all just keep trying to reach out to her, though. Just try to reach out to Ashley. Like her Facebook, she ain't post nothing all day. She used to post something, so she ain't post nothing. She don't answer no phone calls. Phone's been dead. Location off now. Phone ringing. She not answering. All I've been saying to her, she would have called back. She would have texted like, oh, Mom, I'm sorry. Nothing. This is the last location in Roseville and Pinehurst. Car not there. I had been there already. Car not there. The guy, house she went to, his phone off. Can't find him on fucking Facebook. Nothing. So if y'all see a Malibu, it's an old Malibu, it's gray. No license plate, no nothing. Or whatever. And if you know her number or her Facebook, she know or whatever, like try to contact her, people she know, and see if they talk to her or whatever. She ain't checked on her boys. They not like her or nothing. Her phone's on now, but her location is off. I'm really worried. I just want to know she okay. And no, she leave her house angry. She didn't was nothing of that. Like, she was fine. She been doing good, working and doing her hair stuff and all kind of shit. Just had Christmas. She cooked New Year's Eve, the black eyed peas and the greens and all that. Even though her phone was off and it was dead, and then the phone get back on, and then she see my messages, see they call her, she'll call me back. Her phone is ringing and she not answering, and her location's turned off. I'm telling everybody something's wrong. Y'all, it's been 3 days. 3 days. And I just need help finding her. I just feel like I'm not having enough help. They just taking too long. It's been 3 days. They should have been on this a long time ago. I need help, y'all. I need help. I need people come and help. Just help in searching all the phone calls and all the leads. And I think y'all, it just ain't fast enough. It's been 3 days. It's been too long. It's been too long, y'all. I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Y'all just keep posting. Keep sharing. Just keep posting, keep sharing. All right. Thank y'all. I can't cry no more. I don't know how to feel. I sat here and was like, should I go on Facebook? Should I show my face? I just don't understand why. Like, when I said I loved him and cared about him, and I did not want her to be the person, like, 10 years from now, I'd be like, you remember that girl Ashley Elkins who went missing? And they never found her body? I kept saying I didn't want that for her. I want her to be remembered like, I didn't want her to be remembered like that, like 10 years from now, or something happened again. Oh, remember that girl Ashley Elkins was never found? They was digging in the garbage can for her and all, like Zion, whatever that was. They didn't find her body. I never wanted that. And now I gotta accept that's what's gonna be. I didn't do my hair because it's the last thing she did for my daughter's 18th birthday party. So I wouldn't get my hair done. I wouldn't take the braids out. I ain't really sleeping. Everybody keep faith and like keep faith and you know, we're gonna find her, and I don't believe this and I don't believe that, but it is. Like, he threw her away like trash. Like she was nobody. He threw her away like trash, like she was nobody. Oh my God. I'll never be the same no more. I lost so many people. Deaths after deaths after deaths, people who loved me. And now she gone. Like, you know what y'all don't know is that December 10th, 2023, I was hit downtown. I was at a red light, it turned green, I went through, and a car hit me at 70 miles per hour. And when I called them, he came. He was at the hospital with me. He was there for a lot of stuff, and I just don't understand that he didn't care at all. He called me Mama Love. And you didn't care at all about her kids. You didn't care about her grandma that you met the day of Selena's party. When she first met you. And when her birthday came, you bought her a chain with a diamond on it, all that stuff. Like, you was part of the family. I was like, oh, he has class. And these are my aunts. And when her dad died, and he was there taking care of everybody. How am I supposed to have closure? I can't bury her. How am I have closure? I can't bury her. Like, how am I have closure if I have her body? Like, what closure am I get for this? I'm gonna always wonder where she is. I'm gonna always be searching. And the whole time, I'm like, okay, do they really know she's there? Like, should we go somewhere else? And I'm like, I gotta have patience. I'm not a patient person. That's why I was out looking. I'm not a patient person. Never. Road rage. Like, I'm not a patient person. Like, I'm not patient. And so I was patient because they, like, she's there. We know she's there. She, you know, and then I was so excited when and appreciate when the people came from Canada and Ohio. And it was like Friday they was done with it. And then they just was like, no, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep searching for her. She's there. And then the day it's like, we can't do it no more. I just wish I was out there to help. I wish I could have done too. Like, I wanted to help too, man. I wanted to dig for her too. I've been so strong. I had my moments. And I've been so strong. When I say I've been so strong, because I can't break. Because I take care of everybody. My family. Everybody. And I can't break, because if I break, everybody's broken. But I'm telling you, I am broken. I'm broken. I feel like I lost part of my soul. She my firstborn. For 8 years, it was just me and her. And I try to raise my kids like to be close. And like, we all we got, you know. It's always been my girls and my mother. That's it. You know. And I told you, because we found I had kidney stage 3B kidney disease. And I was telling her, like, I need y'all to stay close, because if something happens to me, Ashley, you gotta take care of the family, And now she not here. So now I'm worried now. Because who gonna take care of them when I'm gone? Who gonna take care of them when I'm gone? Just you like, I got you, Ma. I got this. I got you. I'm gonna take care of everything. And now she not here. So who gonna take care? My youngest daughter came in the room this morning. Because I've been in bed for days. Like, just laying there. Hope when I wake up in the morning, it's gonna change. And when I wake up, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't wake up from the nightmare. And then one day, I'm asleep. And usually I'm asleep, my kids, I'm like, Ma. You know, we're like, huh? So I'm asleep and I hear somebody say, Ma. I'm like, huh? Woke up, look around. It was her voice. Then another dream about what happened to her. And I got confirmation today that it was what I saw in my dream a couple days ago. It was crazy. I was there that night looking for her, and she was there. I was right there. I was right there. I was fucking right there. I couldn't save her. I was too late. I was just there. Like, I had a dream days before that. And every day I was going to tell her something happened. I was trying to, I ain't going to tell her now. I ain't going to tell her. But that one day, I got to her like in front of the damn jail. They always take my fucking jail like that. So I went to her house. And I got there and she was like, Ashley gone. So I went in, tried to put some jail around my shit. And then I was about to pull off. And I said, no, let me pull back in. I text her at 9:06, so she left at 8:30. I got at 8:40, went in the house, text her at 9:06. So it was a whole half an hour. Yeah. All right, y'all. I thank all y'all being there with me, sending prayers and posting her stuff, and like, I don't know y'all, but I love y'all, but I'm not okay. I'm just gonna be real, I'm not okay. I don't know when I'm gonna be okay. I don't know. But I feel like I had to go in here and just come to tell y'all where I'm at, because I just been sitting here laying for days, not doing nothing. And I just feel like I owe y'all to just come on here and tell y'all how I'm feeling. And yeah, it's horrible. I can't even explain it, how I feel. Like, I kind of feel like I died a little bit, you know? I feel like I died a little bit. Like a part of me died. That's how I feel. Like I died a little bit. So no, I'm not okay. They're like, oh, you strong. I never seen nobody like you. But that's all right, black women. Black women are strong. We strong people. You know what I'm saying? I'm broken. Yeah. I am. I'm broken. When I say I'm broken, I'm broken. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it. I'm like trying to wake up, and things change, and it's not changing. She been gone since January 2nd. What's today? What the fuck is today? I don't even know what day it is or what. 20th? Wow. I didn't know that, because I didn't know what day it is or what's the day? I don't know if it's fucking Friday, Monday, nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I just know this want her back.
I'll see you in the next episode on Crime of Passion. Thank you for watching.